So WWE 2K18, it seems like that saying where a car crash is so bad, it's bad, but you can't quite look away, right? You just look at it because it's so bad. Well, in that case, that's what WWE 2K18 is on the Switch. It's so bad, but you can't quite look away. And a lot of people are curious as to why this happened. Why did this game come out when it did? Why is it so poorly made? What's going on here? Well, we have there's a little bit of information that's come out. I'm labeling this a rumor because I myself have not had any confirmation from 2K, from Blind Squirrel, or from any source that I know personally or can trust. This actually comes from a website that has a subscription-based service for like insider information to wrestling, specifically like WWE and then other off promotions. So like things like in Japan, stuff like that. Let me show you this footage for WWE 2K18 just in case you forgot how bad it is. And this information comes way of WrestlingNewsWorld.com. Again, it is locked behind a subscription paywall, so keep that in mind because there's a chance they could be making this up for subscription content. Now, I don't know if that's completely true, obviously, but just keep that in mind. This is a rumor to me, so take it with a grain of salt. However, I will say the information provided here at least makes sense based on what I've seen personally and what's happened kind of in front of all of us. So here's what they claim happened, according to their sources internal to the situation. WWE wanted 2K18 on the Switch out prior to Black Friday, like a week or two before then, because they wanted to put it on sale for Black Friday. Now that could explain why it came out to, well, a debut in retail stores like Walmart to a $20 discount. It debuted and had a $20 discount. That makes zero sense to a lot of us. It was on rollback as soon as it hit the shelf. So there's a good chance that that was the Black Friday price, $40 instead of $60, marked down, put out with the other versions, and then sold at that discount. But 2K was not ready. Again, this is all according to WrestlingNewsWorld.com. They were not ready. It couldn't be done before Black Friday. WWE was not happy because here's how it works. Generally, someone like 2K has the licensing and pays WWE regardless. I'm sure there is some incentives based around how many you sell, but I'm sure there is also a baseline price that is paid out for each version. In this case, the Switch was going to make WWE money despite how it comes out, right? No matter what, they were going to get something back. So they wanted this game out, and they know the more copies that sell, the more money they inevitably get. So they wanted it out for Black Friday when there was being a massive rush for copies, and they wanted it discounted. 2K was having some kind of problem, apparently, as we see with the final product. There was development issues. It wasn't ready, but WWE continues to lean on them to have it out for the holiday season. I have a strong feeling if 2K could have had it their way, it wouldn't have been out in time for Christmas at all. This might have been a January or a February release, which sounds crazy for a 2K18 title, right? Usually you don't release the same year in the same year. Usually release it at least a few months before that calendar turns over. So here we are now with a game that was forced out. It was odd that WWE 2K18 was announced and then released 2 days later. And again, according to sources from this site, it appears that WWE is just not happy with what 2K has done and how they have tackled this situation because WWE thought, hey, maybe more people will buy the Switch version if they like the PS4 and the Xbox One version. I know that is a whole thing on its own because that game is a glitchy mess. They have, I think, started patching it and fixing it, but when it came out, it wasn't a great version. Better than the Switch version because at least it ran a little better. Switch version's in slow motion as we've seen. So WWE thought, hey, maybe we'll get more copies sold because people have had their time with it on the PS4 and the Xbox One, and they want it portably. So rather than bring it out at the same exact time, they wanted a staggered release, but not too staggered. They didn't want it after Christmas. You don't want to release something like that in January because, well, you're going to sell more in December. So apparently they leaned on them. 2K had to put it out because, well, the company that is holding their licensing and everything wants them to put it out. They put it out. Blind Squirrel is now stuck with the task of fixing it, and that is essentially what is happening. It's a whole strange situation, but apparently, again, according to these rumors from these sources from WorldWrestlingNews.com, it's because WWE wanted this thing out the door, not necessarily 2K. Blind Squirrel just seems to be in a bad situation, and they have to, they gotta fix it, and they gotta fix it soon. Because while people are buying it, right now it is a massive waste of $60. You can't refund through the eShop, you can't refund through Walmart or any other place after you open a brand new game. You're essentially stuck with it. At least at retail, it was $40. Me, I bought it for $60 like a lot of people, and well, that's what I get. I'll also follow up with I have some other sources in the pipeline just to see if I can confirm any of this. and maybe get some new information. So I'll keep you guys up to date on this and let you know. But right now, it's an interesting situation. I've also reached out to Blind Squirrel, who then directed me to 2K. 2K has not gotten back to me at all. I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to have any interviews or answer any questions until the game at least works well enough. Because right now, when it's running at 10 frames per second, when there's multiple people in the ring, that's not a working game. Thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know what you think about these rumors with WWE 2K18 on the Switch, and if it lines up for you. I mean, at least what's being talked about here lines up. I don't know if, again, these are correct rumors or if they're true, but at least everything fits together as you would expect, and at least it makes sense. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about WWE possibly leaning on 2K to put this game out, even when 2K wasn't comfortable and they were forced to. And then, well, Blind Squirrel is probably working overtime to get this thing done. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.